Hello there, this is the Shawn 1113 podcast show. I am your host, Shawn 1113. Like I said, this is a new setup right now called Record Master, and I'm trying to get some stuff done. Like I said, since Spotify for podcasters and Spotify no longer have the tools for it, I'm going to be uploading audio podcasts like this one, and hopefully it'll look well, sound well, everything will be well for that. Like I said before, the one difference now is like if you do want to contact me, it's Sean47K at gmail.com. That's Sean47 gmail.com. I will put that in the description as well of this podcast for July 15th, 2024. Like I said, this is a new setup now, so I gotta get used to it for a little bit. So I just ultimately decided I'm gonna do podcasts like this from here on out. Put it on Spotify and then put it on other platforms such as X, maybe Facebook. Who knows? Um, Pretty much on X at this point, to be honest with you. And maybe Rumble or BitChute, who has a live UI. So just want to let you know in the near future what's going on, and in the near future as well. Let me get this out of the way because the attempted assassination of Donald Trump. Um, you know, I'm trying to figure. No, actually, here's my opinion. Let me tell you where I was. I was at home. I just got home from work not too long ago. Not too long. It was on of course it was on Saturday. Um, Watching a YouTube video. So I just finished a YouTube video. Watching a YouTube video on YouTube. The next thing I know, I'm backing out, going to my subscriptions, clicking on that, and all of a sudden say Trump was shot, and some of the subscriptions say Trump was shot. Trump has been injured. All kinds of speculation that came, and it was like, whoa, whoa, where did this come from? And I gotta tell you, it's like, and I'm secretly shaking my head in disgust, and I mean, in disgust, and like, what in the hell is going on here? And I'm like, it's like, wow. And I hear all this from the media, all this from people from both sides of the aisle, whatever. And I would have the same reaction with if it was Joe Biden instead of Donald Trump. I'm going to say this right now. If this was Joe Biden instead of Donald Trump, the same reaction would happen. The same chaos would happen. The same overreaction would have happened. It makes no difference. Like a prominent official or a prominent person here. Um, Now that I've had 48 hours to look at it from a 40,000 foot point of view, uh, I do know one thing though. We are in the middle of a massive crossroads, folks. Split in half. Literally and figuratively split in half. We are in a massive crossroads. A massive storm of crossroads. In fact. Yeah, I mean, you've seen the weather, it's been hot. Everything's been tense. And it just, you can't take the pot out of the water right now because it's all boiling over now. And there's no way to stop it. There's no damn way to stop it. To be perfectly honest with you, if I'm going to be a little colorful, excuse my language, but goddamn, this is a massive storm now. with no turning back. No turning back. Because, look, folks, regardless of what you think, of what your opinion is, this crossroads decides something. But the ultimate decider, in my opinion, is we, the people. Not Trump, not Biden, not even the politicians. When you strip everything down, it's we, the people, that ultimately decide. Is it worth saving, or is it going to die in the wilderness? Let me repeat that. Is this country worth saving, or is it dying in the wilderness? There's no in between anymore. Screw that. There's no in between now at this point. Either it's worth saving, or you're going to let it die in the wilderness. And that's what we, the people, have. We, the people, got to take a very long, hard look at that. And I think, in my opinion, we, the people, are the ultimate decider on that. But I think the Trump assassination just woke a lot of people up, regardless of what your opinion is. I really believe that. And I also think now the first image that you see of Trump is that fist in there saying fight, 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 fight. It's basically replaced the, when he took his picture in New York to go to, took his picture, took his mugshot when he was arraigned. That has easily replaced that now. And we were inches away from total chaos. 2 inches from total chaos. And if it was Joe Biden instead of Donald Trump, the same goddamn thing. Same thing. But we are in the middle of a storm. Simple as that. And if none of you, if you're awake or not, I'm just letting you know. Letting you know my opinion. You can take it or leave it as the case may be. But I'm letting you know right now, though, folks. Be careful. Be safe. Stay encouraged no matter what. Let's ride out this storm. As for we the people. But the ultimate decider, like I said before, is we the people. Period. Now, let me take a deep breath. Now that's out of the way. We can actually talk about actual sports. Shall we? Which the Shawn 1113 podcast is generally doing in the first place. So with that, let's take care of that. Let's actually start with tennis. Wimbledon. We had one woman win Wimbledon. I don't know who it was. Let me know in the comments if you. Let me know who did. I'm not so sure. But I do know in men's tennis, Carlos Alcaraz has replaced basically Djokovic and Nadal as the face of tennis now. And he is that good, folks. If you haven't seen Carlos Alcaraz, he is that good. I think he is now the new face of tennis. I really do believe that. There's a lot of people, Medvedev and other players or other men's players. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens in the U.S. Open Tennis Championships. If Alcaraz can take that step to finally win the U.S. Open. So we'll see. He's going to be the favorite anyway. I think Iga Swiatek will be the favorite eventual favorite in the U.S. Open Tennis Championships in August, September. And we'll see from there. Ongoing NLB All-Star Break will be coming up as of this podcast. We'll see what happens there. Um, Soccer, I mean, world football, I don't call it soccer because I got a worldwide audience, but worldwide football, Copa America, that was a really good game last night between Argentina and Colombia. Messi's injury, not a good injury with that ankle, but Argentina somehow, some way pulled it off. And I'm going to be brutally honest about England. They should have won that game yesterday. They were kind of dominant yesterday, and then they let Spain win the Euro 2024. One thing about well, I'm sure the English fans are going to probably disagree with this, but they always have a way to lose when it comes to the big ones, Euro, World Cup, Olympics, whatever. They find a way to lose more than they find a way to win. And that's the English national team. I'm just saying. Of course, the U.S. team, and we got a long way to go with that. The men's national team. There. So I don't feel too bad about that. NBA Summer League. How's Bronny James doing? Lakers ownership. Are you happy with that pick? What a circus. What a circus. And if I think Bronny James is not ready for the NBA in my opinion, but he could develop to be a pretty decent player, especially on the defensive side of the basketball. But the Lakers are a mess. And will continue to be a mess. Again, LeBron James is the de facto general manager of the Lakers. And the de facto owner of the Lakers. As long as he's there. Until he's gone, I don't think so. I don't think the Lakers are really going anywhere yet. Although I love I don't know. In the West, we'll see. Oklahoma City's probably be the favorite there. In the East, like I said before, Boston will be the favorite there. And speaking of that, not long, well, first of all, R.I.P. Jacoby Jones, former Baltimore Raven, former Houston Texan, a hero of the Super Bowl. May he rest in peace, Jacoby Jones. Shannon Doherty, Richard Simmons, Dr. Ruth Westheimer, may they all rest in peace. And I do want to recognize that fact. And also I almost forgot, may the person who was in the Trump assassination attempt, may that person rest in peace. He was a fire chief, and I can't forget his name, but that one person who was killed in that Trump in the assassination attempt, may he rest in peace as well. So I didn't want to come out here I didn't want to come on this podcast without recognizing that fact. So I want to make sure that he gets recognized for it, and that it was never in vain, for sure. Now I can get back to, like I said before, I'm beginning to run out of stuff, but you know what I'm saying. And with that, I'm going to end it right here. This is the Shawn 1113 podcast show. Thank you so much for listening to it. Even in this form right now, what I'm still trying to learn for what it is, and now that Spotify doesn't have the tools anymore, I don't feel comfortable with Riverside at the moment, so I'm going to try to get used to that as well. I got more than one option here, so with that, by the way, before I even get to that, golf ongoing, UFC ongoing. A lot of sports are ongoing right now. So enjoy it. It's in the dog days of summer. Be careful out there. Be safe out there, wherever you are and anywhere and everywhere in the world. It is tense. There's no doubt about it. I can tell you that for sure. But with that, I've said it more than enough. This is the Shawn 1113 podcast show. I am your host, Shawn 1113, and very soon, college and NFL football season will be upon us soon enough. Thank you for listening, and please, more now than ever, stay encouraged no matter what.